Well folks, I've had a look on YouTube, I've googled it and all sorts, can't find one of these anywhere. A few little references and forums and what have you from the past, but couldn't really find anything out. I've got this machine, it must have been nearly a year ago now, for £50, believe it or not. It's a beautiful pusher, it's a proper arcade machine, not a made up one. And it was made by Sound Leisure, and according to them, because I got in touch with them, it was made between 1995 and 1996, and they made 9. Do you believe it? 9. I haven't got a clue. I'm going to have a look over it and see if I can see a serial number. But how incredible is that, to get hold of a machine like this that's what, 22, it's got to be 26 years old? 26, am I calculating that right? It was 1995, 96. Yeah, it's got to be about 26 years old, isn't it? 22 plus 4, 26, yeah. Anyway, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But my goodness me, I've got one. And I bought it for £50, non-working. It was an absolute mess. The drawer, the actual top shelf that moves, was at an angle and was jammed. The motor was seized. It was quite filthy inside, dust-wise. It was absolutely caked. The head was amazing. I can't believe that. There's not a mark on it. It's just incredible. And the head has actually got the speaker built in it for the sound system. It's got quite an intelligent alarm system on it. So if you bang it, obviously there's a really loud noise comes out of it. And those two red where it says tilts, they flash. And also, inside where the coins come out, there's a little unit there. And there's 2 flaps on it. And when you actually win some coins, when the coins go down, they tap this metal plate here. As they hit that, they trigger a little sound sensor, vibration sensor, which opens that flap, allows the coins to come out, and you've won. If you tilt it, that flap stays where it is, the other flap opens, the coins go into a little box there, which if you've cheated, you lose them, and they go into that box. I have the paperwork for it. It's absolutely beautiful. I've cleaned all the inside. I've redone all the, refurbished the motor. Everything works beautifully now. All that was wrong with the actual top deck was there's 2 guides on it that guide it straight forwards on both sides. And one of the guides, the screws had come out and it had gone to one side and jammed. So everything was seized. The motor wouldn't actually turn anyway, to be honest, because it was that caked up with dust and maybe. But a little bit of care and attention, and this machine works as good as new. Absolutely brilliant. It's got an electronic board in it with some EPROMs and what have you, which provide the music and the sound effects and what have you. You can either switch them on or you can have it just as a pusher without them. But the good thing about this is when you put a coin in, each slot makes a different sound, like a gunshot and a horse neighing and what have you. So it's an absolutely beautiful machine, and to be honest, to have one, and they've only made 9 of the things, I can't believe it. These coin entrances were chromed, but the chrome was all flaking off. There was hardly any chrome left on them, and they were rusty. I painted them, I spray painted them, made a nice neat job of it, but after a while, obviously, putting coins in, rubbed the paint off. So I thought, well, what am I going to do with them? But like I'd done with one of my other machines, if you've been watching some of my videos, I thought, I've nothing to lose here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just take them down. I've got a belt sander, and I just let the belt sander rub away at it until it got down to the bare metal. And I think that's done a fantastic job. And the good thing is, you're not going to scratch them as easy, and it's not going to flake off like the paint did. And what a fantastic job it looks. They look like new. I'm very pleased with them. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to switch the machine on and we'll have a look at it working and put a few coins in. Right, is everybody ready? I'm going to switch the machine on now and we'll see it working. What do we think to that? I have done videos on this already, when I first got it, but I don't think they did it justice, to be honest, because I found out a lot about it since then. So let's have a few goes on it and see how we get on. Isn't that lovely? Let's have a few more in. Not incredible? I'm absolutely over the moon with this machine. It's one of those that I'm going to keep, especially now I've found out there was only 9 of them made. It'd be interesting to know if anybody else in the country or around the world has actually still got one of these going. I mean, this was in such a mess when I got it. I'd be very surprised, you know, unless somebody's really taken care of it, whether there's any still working. But what a beauty. Anyway, let's show you a few more little things about this that are quite unique. Let's see. Right, when I open the door, let's open the door and we'll have a look inside. Now, when you get a wind, the coins hit this metal tray here. At some point they hit in there. And there's two little flaps I told you about in there. One of them allows the coins to go into the hopper so you've won. The other one diverts the coins into a box so that if you've cheated and you've set off the alarm, the coins go into there and you've lost them. So let me just flick this and you'll hear a click. There we go. I have to do it because I can't quite do it the same as a coin would because it's high frequency. So you can hear a little click. You listen. There we go. Right. Now if I show you, there's the flap look. Now if I tap it again, and that's if you won, so that would let the coins go into the actual tray so you could collect them. Do it again. Isn't that amazing? So there's a little sound pickup on here. I can't quite actually show you. This wire goes to it, and basically if anything coins touch this metal tray here, that's where they come out. They will trigger that flap and allow the coins to come out and you've won them. Set off the alarm by tilting it or banging it. The other flap goes that side and an almighty noise comes out. I'm not going to demonstrate it because it's very loud. And basically all the while that's going off, this flap is open and any coins that go down go into this little box here and you've lost them. Now look at that inside, absolutely beautiful. Cleaned it all out, it was absolutely full of dust. The motor was seized with dust, it was an absolute mess. Anyway, we'll shut that back up and lock it, and there we are. Right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it round and I'm going to show you the back and I'm going to show you some of the electronics. Now here's the back of the machine and how very interesting I can hear you say. What an incredible machine it is. There's the head, there's the speaker, that's where your sound comes out, so that's why you can take the head off but you'd lose your sound basically. So anyway, that's the sound side of it. Now behind here, this is the special part. This can either be shut off, so you've just got it as a pusher, or you can leave this beautiful piece of circuitry working and you've got all your noise, your sound, your music, the sound effects from the coins going in and everything. Now as you can see at the bottom there, you can see there's 2 runners. They have bearings in them and they are to keep the drawer, the top drawer, going straight back and forth while the motor pulls it back and forth. That's not amazing? How smooth it is. And when you think this machine was designed to work day in and day out, constantly working, without failure, and I mean, considering it was made in 95, 96, and it still looks like this, absolutely testament to the manufacturing, the way it was made. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers for now. Bye.